Hello, what's up, everybody? At night, I just finished Japanese class, so this video kind of is a little later than I expected. But I wanted to talk about Shokugeki no Soma, episode 11 of the season 4, and man, it was as lit as I thought. Honestly, Shokugeki no Soma is in my top 10 anime of all time. Definitely, without a doubt. I can't get enough of this show. I actually didn't get enough to the point where I accidentally read the manga, so I kind of spoiled everything that happened, up to the current arc. All I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody, so there's no spoiler. But all I'm gonna say is this: based on where the anime is and where the manga is, we may get just one more season of Shokugeki, and they might end the anime. But the manga may still be continuing, but I'm pretty sure the anime is going to end at season 5, which is unfortunate for me because it's an amazing freaking series. But I mean, it's common for anime. There are several shows that ended on weird notes, and the manga is continuing. But I will promise you this: the next season of Shokugeki will be so good. But anywho, let's get into this episode because this episode was fire. 1. Isshiki is a beast. Isshiki is a beast. Why he's not like the second or third seat, I do not know. But Isshiki is a beast. He got serious and he dominated this dude. Like, I can't tell you how he dominated. Like, Ishki's savagery knew no bounds in this episode, where his opponent came with this amazing dish, this exquisite dish, and the team, the audience, loved it. Oh, it was actually interesting. I love how they raised the stakes in Shokugeki no Soma because there were judges from like the World Gourmet Organization there to judge these foods to decide the future of Tosuki Academy, which again, that's one thing that Shokugeki no Soma knows how to do well. It knows how to, detail the flavors of the food and such. It knows how to raise stakes just to the point where it's not overbearing for shonen, but it's just right. Shokugeki no Soma does a lot of these simple, small elements, and I just can't get enough of it. So right now we have this World Gourmet Organization, and they're pretty freaking huge, if I would say so myself. And there are 3 judges, and they're really hardcore on judging food. And they look down on Soma because Soma's like restaurant wasn't even in like the books. So he's got a lot of his back against the wall, because, he is like this low class cook against a bunch of gourmet high class. But it just makes the anime more and more interesting as I keep reading and watching it. And then after the guy, he went, then Isshiki went. And let me tell you, I knew he was going to win. I knew he was going to win. But I didn't know how he won. I actually have to commend him because he was quite a savage. So Isshiki presents this dish. It's actually a pretty simple dish. It was, I believe it's like umami with some rice, based on the eel that they had to make. But what is interesting about the way Isshiki cooked was that he used ingredients from all the residents at the Polar Star Academy, which was absolutely amazing. He used everything, and his dormants were just like, "What the heck are you doing? Like, you need to win." But he knew that the ingredients that were handpicked by his dormants at Polar Star Academy was more than enough to take dude out, and he obliterated him. Not only did he win, but he also got this 8th seat to see that, it's not all about high class and gourmet. It's more to it than that, and that's probably why Isshiki is the way he is, because he wants to experiment. He wants more higher ground than the gourmet, at least in my opinion. But complete utter savagery, and more about Isshiki in this episode too. Like, Isshiki is considered a genius. Like, he can be greater than any of those seats. I just feel he chooses to be the 9th seat more because, the 7th seat, primarily just because he doesn't want to overshadow somebody. And actually, Kinokuni and Isshiki know each other because they're some of the biggest restaurant families in Japan, which I wasn't expecting from the two of them. And Nene is actually quite jealous of Isshiki because Isshiki is just good at everything. Like no matter what he does, he's just extremely good. And while she works really hard, he just plays instruments, for no reason, and he's just really skillful. He is truly a genius. I guess it goes to show you, just because he is naked and he acts like an idiot, that doesn't mean that he's not a savage. And he clearly shows that in this episode, hands down. I can't say nothing. He is a beast. There's nothing more to be said. But another thing about this episode, which was quite interesting to me, was when Nene is mad and she says, "I will see you in the next round," and he just says, "Oh, it won't happen because you're going to lose here to Soma." You have savagery at its finest. And this part, we finally see Soma starting to cook, and we're starting to see what he's trying to do with his yakisoba, which I'm interested to see what it is, because again, I read the stupid manga, so kind of know how things are gonna go down. So, but I really want to see what he does with this soba, and how can it possibly beat an expert on Nene. How can it beat her? Because she clearly is with the desire to win and to practice. But I won't say anything. We're just gonna see. It's the way it's going is that it's going to be an episode per battle. So, for example, we got Isshiki versus the Italian dude, and now we probably are going to get. Hopefully, we get Yukihira versus Nene, and we see their dishes. But it's probably going to be the 3rd seed and the new 8th seed. It's probably going to be that. Oh well, hopefully the 3rd seed doesn't lose. He probably has to, because plot, and it's a better plot if it's down to the wire. But again, this episode was absolutely fantastic. Food Wars is without a doubt spectacular. Expect the 5th season coming out. We just don't know when, but after that 5th season, it probably will be the last season of Shokugeki no Soma. I'm already calling it now, which again is perfectly normal for me. If it ends the way I know it's going to end, then it should be no problem. So yeah, other than that, if you're not checking out Shokugeki no Soma, you need to check it out, because it is absolutely fantastic. I recommend it to anybody. What seems like just a porno anime is actually something much more, much detailed, much savagery than even I could imagine, and I can't get enough. But yeah, that's just my take on Shokugeki no Soma. Unfortunately, we got like 2 more episodes, and then the 4th season is gonna end. So. Oh well, so that's it. If you like Shokugeki no Soma, comment your favorite moments, or just show some love for the anime in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and a subscribe. With that being said, I thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your night.